The Himalayas. Towering peaks pierce the sky, jagged rocks stand against the clouds. Below, valleys stretch out, green and lush. This is a place of raw beauty, a place of challenge. This is where Maya and Raj chose to build their life together. They dreamed of a simpler existence, away from the noise and rush of city life. They yearned for the peace of nature's embrace. With hope in their hearts, they left behind the familiar and ventured into the unknown. Their journey would test them, shape them, and ultimately lead them home. Their journey began with a steep climb. The air thinned with each step. Their lungs burned, their legs ached, but they pushed on, driven by their shared dream. As they ascended, the world below shrunk, worries and doubts fading into the distance. The silence of the mountains descended, broken only by their own breath and the crunch of snow beneath their boots. They were alone, yet strangely they had never felt more connected to each other, to the earth, to something far greater than themselves. After days of trekking, they reached it, a small wooden cabin nestled amongst ancient pines. Smoke curled from its chimney, a beacon of warmth and welcome. This was to be their new beginning. The cabin was modest, but it was theirs. 2 rooms, a fireplace, and a breathtaking view. What more could they need? They unpacked their few belongings, each item carefully chosen for its practicality and sentimental value. A warm blanket, a cast iron pan, a photo of their families. These were the things that mattered now, the things that made this house a home. The air inside was filled with the scent of pine and wood smoke. They lit a fire, the crackling flames casting a warm glow on their faces. Exhausted but exhilarated, they shared a simple meal of bread and cheese. As they ate, they talked about their hopes for the future. They spoke of growing their own food, exploring the surrounding mountains, and living in harmony with nature. They knew there would be challenges, but they were determined to face them together. In this remote corner of the world, surrounded by the majesty of the Himalayas, they had found their sanctuary. No adventure is complete without a loyal companion. And so it was with Maya and Raj. They had adopted Rocky, a scruffy but strong Himalayan sheepdog from a local village. With his thick coat and piercing gaze, Rocky was born for this life. He was more than just a pet. He was their protector, their confidant, their furry alarm clock. Every morning, Rocky would wake them with a wet nose and a wagging tail. He'd be eager for their daily adventures, his boundless energy a constant source of amusement. They'd hike for hours, Rocky leading the way, his keen senses alert to every sight and sound. Rocky seemed to possess an innate understanding of the mountains. He knew the best trails, the safest paths. He could sense changes in the weather long before they could. He was their furry guardian angel, watching over them, keeping them safe. In the evenings, they'd huddle by the fire, Rocky curled up at their feet. They'd share stories of their day, their laughter echoing through the quiet cabin. Rocky's presence filled their home with a warmth that went beyond the crackling fire. He was family. He was home. As the days grew shorter and the first snowflakes began to fall, Maya and Raj knew that winter was coming. The Himalayas, so welcoming in the summer months, would soon transform into an unforgiving landscape. They had prepared as best they could, gathering firewood, insulating the cabin, and stocking up on supplies. But nothing could truly prepare them for the raw power of a Himalayan winter. The temperature plummeted, the wind howled like a banshee, and the snow fell relentlessly, piling up against the cabin walls. The days were short and dark, the nights long and filled with the eerie silence of a world blanketed in white. The outside world seemed to vanish, leaving Maya and Raj alone with their thoughts and each other. They relied on each other more than ever, sharing chores, taking turns venturing out for supplies, and finding solace in each other's company. They read books by the fire, played cards, and shared stories from their past. They learned to find joy in the small things, a warm drink, a shared laugh, the simple act of being alive.